Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third installment of the series of videos about the IMP Funbridge tournament from Monday, April 13th. I should do a small ad at this point. I was advised to do that. I'm not a great mind when it comes to marketing. But if you like what I do here and you would like to learn how to do it yourself, you'd like to improve your uh, methods of thinking, let's call it that, your ways of thinking in bridge, get in touch either in the comments or through my website, which is probably linked somewhere here. I'll make sure that it is. But you can also use bridgestudio.substack.com if it's not linked. That is the address of a blog that I host. And get in touch, and I help people improve their methods, their ways of thinking about bridge. So if you are ready to take the next step in your game to improve markedly, he said modestly, your your results and your ways of thinking. Yes, Port 11. Then get in touch. Let's chat. Anyway, 15 hacker points. Another awkward hand. 1-0 Trump is not so bad. And the fact that Parda didn't bid anything means that he will often not hang us with a bunch of spade bids. But there is a small, not so small chance, given our hand, that he'll have 5 spades. And if he does, he will usually transfer 2 spades. So I would rather pass. This hand is quite defensive, and partner being a passed hand, the flip side of the argument is that the chances of a game are reduced. Okay, now I can double. Now that they found the spade fit, I can double to contest the auction, push them a little bit higher. But I don't mind defending in this situation here. And so now we should wait. There's not much more that we can do at this point than hope for partner spades to be good enough to be a bother. Okay, so we have 4 tricks, which means that uh, if partner has a spade trick as he does, chances are that we would get a 5th trick, and here we are. Partner had 8 Hackard points, so we are close to a part score of our own. We could lose ace, king, ace, ace, but we got 100. And I don't think we could get 3 no trumps. They have 4 top tricks, ace, king, ace, ace. And, well, they would probably be restricted to those in no trumps. I don't know if we would beat them. If I recall 1 no trump, I don't know if we would get to 3 no trumps. But we would probably make it with 3 diamond tricks, 3 club tricks, ace, king, and spades is 8, and probably 1 heart trick for 9. Of course, uh, they may defeat us in 3 no trumps after a heart lead ducked if I go for diamonds before clubs. If I do that, then West wins, leads a heart. They establish the 5th heart, and they still have the ace of clubs. But if I go for clubs before diamonds, then it looks unbeatable to me, given that king jack, juicy king jack of spades with partner. Anyway, +2. Getting positive is usually good enough. And now we have 25 high card points. That is usually a reason for us to be smiling, but not with the robots. They don't know how to bid these hands. What did they play? I think they basically don't expect non-forcing. So three no trumps obviously is non-forcing, but it shows a weaker hand than two no trumps. Makes little sense. But that's what we have. So I will risk two no trumps. If partner passes, he should have a horrible, terrible hand. But at least after two no trumps, we have those stamens and things like that. Anyway, 25 and 8 means 33, so we should be in range or close enough to a slam here. We have four diamond tricks, three clubs, seven, two spades, even if we lose to the king, and two hearts. That is 11. So many chances otherwise. We should be trying to restrict uh, West's choices and keep save entries to dummy. So we eliminate all the diamonds, and now we try the queen of spades, because that is our 12th trick, 11th trick, actually. So if he leads a heart, that's 12. And this is probably not good, because people are going to get to slam. Let's see, let's try to learn how to bid with the robots. That's one way. The alert said, a hand to play the game with no hope of slam. So it's a lie. Here they're playing some other system, so it's not really useful to explore. So maybe I should have bid three no trumps and ignore the alert. Board 13, we have 19. 19 is more useful. We'll open a minor and jump in no trump. Not bothering about the hearts when partner doesn't bid them. And now, four of spades means that if they can run four spades, they'll beat us with four spades and a club. But we can hope that either opener has ace king of spades or no jack. We have seven top tricks. And that's only seven. We should not discard that club, because that would make it quite obvious that we don't have the ace, I think. Now, in the run of the diamonds, we will need to pay attention to that eight of clubs to see if it will be high at the end. So we are looking for the ace, jack, nine, seven of clubs. Well, not the seven, ace, jack, nine of clubs. So they still have the ace of clubs. Our only hopes are that the heart finesse is on side, or that West led from the king with the ace of clubs. That is exceedingly unlikely that he would have not have cashed the ace of clubs. But would not East have covered the jack with the king if he had it? With king 10, he probably should, but playing the ace is giving up, unless we are playing for West to have led from low from a doubleton king, which I don't really believe. So I think I'll lose this, but he still has a heart. Yeah, that was the most likely scenario anyway. So we got an imp. And board 15, no, 14. That is a minimum opening bid. No, not one club, not one diamond, one club. Followed by one no trump. Okay. Okay, my friend. Six spades, two aces, and a bunch of clubs. Basically, if they give a diamond rough, it just looks likely, that'll be the end for them. If they don't, now I will draw trumps. Even if they are 4-1, that's all I lose. Another uneventful hand. One imp. Little by little, we climb. Now we have a pass, followed by one spade. Prioritizing our major suit search. Should we invite not vulnerable in imps? No. Maybe yes. I like the 10-9, Jack 10, King Jack Doubleton. Let's do it. Let's do it just because this is an invite, by the way. Yes. Let's do it because my hand is really very good hand. I love the Ace Jack 10-9 of spades. I love the King Jack of clubs in partners length. And we need to shake some things to improve here. Partner didn't have an acceptance. Poor guy, he had 12, very bad, but we are quite safe losing ace, king, and ace. So that kind of bears out the wisdom of inviting. If Barta had a little bit more, he would be. See, they're cashing their 5 tricks, but now my hand is high. If Barta had a little bit more, notice that this guy led the 7 of hearts from 3 hearts, led third best, and that he established a 10 ace against himself with the 9 and the 4 as the hearts were played. That was silly of him. He could have beaten me. No, not really, because he doesn't have entries. But if he had the ace of clubs, he could have beaten me by playing a low heart, not the ace, not the 7. Interesting hand in those little spots, but to no trumps is a absolutely normal hand. And we got another imp. So 30 imps, apparently 2 per board, steady rate. And this is the end of video 4. I'll see you for the last video, which will be published tomorrow. So hope to see you there. Bye bye.